Why did you drive like that, you fool? We might have been killed.
Worse than that, monsieur. We might have been caught.
Caught? By whom? Those men you spoke to?
They are not men, monsieur. They are dead bodies.
Dead?
Yes, monsieur. Zombies. The living dead. Corpses taken from their graves. Or made to work in sugar mills and fields at night. Look! Here they come!
Welcome, foolish mortals, to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. I am your host, Count Simon Gauntly, and each episode I'll be leading you on a journey through the history of film. Specifically, we'll be exploring that eldritch abyss known as the public domain. These are films forgotten by time or abandoned by their creators. The strange, the horrifying, the poorly and cheaply produced. All of these are the purviews of the public domain. So what are we waiting for? Come, join me in my crypt. It's bigger on the inside. Come, join me.
There lived a man so long ago, Count Gauntly was his name. His horror host abilities had brought him wide acclaim. The people flocked from miles around each Gauntly movie night, not knowing that the films he showed infringed on copyright. Upon discovering this fact and learning it was true, an angry mob of lawyers formed with pitchforks, torches too. They tracked the Count and sought to stop his movie hosting ways, and torches blazing put an end to Gauntly's earthly days. But our man was too resilient to let death be the last word. He stirred, sat up upon his slab and vowed he must be heard. So he stocked his tomb with gadgets from the local studio, intent on showing movies on an awesome TV show. But he had to find a legal way, so Gauntly racked his brain. 'Twas then he learned of something called the public domain. Now here he is, the time has come, his dreams are coming true. Count Gauntly's here to share a film in hopes that you won't sue.
Hello, and welcome once again to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain for our annual Halloween Spooktacular. This is number 4, and we're gonna do it real big. You see, I've got some of my friends here this fine evening to share Halloween with me, share it with you, share it with Ogrod over here, and gonna cover all our Halloween bases. Got some candy over in this receptacle over here. See there? And gonna get you introduced to all these fine folks here. There we go. Yeah. So pass this along. Everybody grab some candy and we'll powwow a little bit. Talk about who we're channeling in our wardrobes this year.
Fruit-flavored varieties of candy.
So Ogrot, what's your costume this year?
Well, it's not so much a costume, but since Ogret is still very young and hip, at heart and of age, Ogret decided to show it with a few pieces of young hip clothing. We've got this cool tie. I've got these old Converse sneakers I dug out of the back of Ogret's closet, and I've got my hat on backwards, so I'm young, I'm fresh, I'm ready to hit the streets.
You're the spitting image of a cool young boy.
I am a cool young boy.
Wow, it's impressive. So let's see, Critic, Thank you for the candy.
Oh.
Yes. That's a good echo.
There are a few things I enjoy more than finely processed sugar, yes.
And so what's your costume this evening?
Well, I thought it would be a trifle to dress in my my garb that I wear when I sleep. It's a place of comfort. It's a casual wear for the critic, but I figured, other people could see me in this casual, relaxed state that few get to.
Well, it's pretty classy. Thank you for sharing that. And Geek Slice.
Yes, this year I'm dressed as Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile. I think it really brings out my inner goddess.
We met her the other day. She does look like a spitting image.
Yeah, it's a good resemblance. Good to see her again. After we left her 5,000 years ago in the past last month. 2 months ago, I think. It's hard to keep track.
Who can say at this point?
Time flies.
And Glorious Leader, that's quite an outfit.
Yes.
What are you rocking there?
I am something very terrifying. I am a heart. I mean, when you see a heart outside of a body, you know that something bad has happened.
You might have to stand up and show us that.
I think I will.
Do a little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk.
See, it says grade A heart on me. That's how you know I'm certified by our top scientists. But not only is a heart scary because it's a vital organ and very squishy and pumps blood, but the heart is also the true area of where you identify yourself.
Oh,
And
interesting. Maybe we can come back to that topic.
Yes.
Sounds like it's worthy of further exploration. But Mr. Projectionist over there, what are you dressed as?
Well, the thing is, I've had a bit of a problem recently, and I don't really know who I am anymore. Let me elaborate. I've been several different people in the past few years. I've been a projectionist. I've been Santa Claus. I had a dream once that I was a turtle, I think. And now I'm in this costume of sorts. I don't really know what this is, what I am, who I am, or what I'm doing here.
Oh, that's bringing us down a little bit.
Very sad.
It's pretty much a dark conundrum.
Yes, identity is very important. Very, very strong identity is crucial to have a strong nation or person, and you must have that indoctrinated in you from childhood. That's really critical for a strong nation or person to grow.
Because otherwise there's no drive, there's no purpose, right?
Exactly.
You gotta know who you are.
Are you proposing propaganda, sir?
No, just education and modified, maybe some modified facts, just to make sure we know exactly where we stand in the world and how great we are.
I mean, that all sounds reasonable to me. If I didn't know that I was Gauntly, I mean, where would I be? I'm me for Halloween. I mean, I'm just pure Halloween in it right now. Freebase Halloween right into the jugular. And imagining lacking that, I can't do it. We gotta help this man.
I do. I need some help.
All right, well, listen here, guys. I think I got something that I can do that's gonna help everybody just find that Halloween spirit again, find themselves, and just be one with the spooky time. So I've got something set up for you here. Ograt's gonna assist me. So I'm gonna bring something back for you, buddy, and just get ready, cause it's gonna get real gross. All right, now I know you guys have been having some identity issues and just some general uneasiness and ennui, but this is gonna cheer you up, I know. It's the perfect thing. Just take a look at that. Oh, hit it, Ograt.
This is perfect thing.
Oh yeah. Look at it go. Is everybody seeing this?
A truly grotesque display. Wondrously grotesque.
Very inspiring.
Very original.
Something.
Oh, this is getting y'all in the Halloween spirit at home, I hope. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go.
He's wiggling.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. He's gonna
going.
dance. He's gonna dance.
He's going somewhere.
One more, Ogret. One more. Oh, beautiful. Look at him go. So light on his feet. Oh, yes. Just like 15 more seconds of that, Ogret.
Look at the pig writhe.
Halloween.
There we go. I'm certainly in the mood. Ah,
Bravo.
so I'm sure everybody's qualms and lack of purpose are all resolved now after seeing that fine display.
I feel
Wouldn't you
much
say?
better. Much better.
Well, you know, I mean, now that you mention it and we've gotten into the soul searching, I would have to say, although I enjoyed the, whatever you would call that macabre display, I'm still feeling like I don't know where my purpose is. What community do I connect with? What is my identity? And I think it's all goes back to when I was bitten and turned into a zombie. I mean, I'm a zombie, I'm a critic, but what am I really? Where are my roots? What is my origin? The pig helped, but I'm still not there.
Still questioning your purpose. I mean, did you get a really good look at the pig?
Well, yeah,
Well,
I think I did.
all right. Well, I do have another idea. See that, Ogret? Oh, see, Ogret embraces it. But I do have an idea that might help you as well.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. So I received word through the mail recently, the subterranean mail, that they're actually the government of New Orleans is putting together a program for it's called Zombie Birthright.
Oh,
And they connect zombies around the world who may only know about the Hollywood side of their traditions, their culture, and with all the flesh eating and all of that moaning and that business, with the more spiritual side, inspired by Haitian Voodoo, where the zombie actually originated. So, if you want, all zombies get a go.
New Orleans is a place of quiet introspection, and I think what you're saying appeals to exactly what I'm looking for. Some zombie purpose. So, I would like to join you on such a journey,
All right.
Mr. Gauntly.
And Geek Slice, would the opportunity is extended to you as well as a fellow zombie.
I appreciate the offer, and though zombie is an affliction from which I suffer, I feel strong, really rooted in my identity as a member of the Slice family, and of course as a neurologist. I don't think I'll join you.
Well, I guess I can't really argue with that, but then you know what? That means I could use your ticket, so hey, let's go check it out.
All right.
Quiet introspection, here we come.
All right.
Zombie connection and identity, here we come too. Join us.
It's about 5:30 in the morning. We haven't put our faces on yet,
Still waking up.
and we're here at the terminal, and the adventure starts now. Where's the camera on this thing over here? Adventure starts now.
We're here in the Big Easy. Traveled to the French Quarter of New Orleans to take in some Halloween spirit. Join us. There's lots to see and do. I think we're going to be starting our trip with some feast that isn't brains. Maybe not up my alley, but we'll give it a go. I'm hoping I can discover something profound here. Try to capture that regional flavor. You see it here? This is jambalaya, they said. I got a po' boy, French bread. Now, Gauntly likes to eat meat, but every once in a while it's time to partake of a beverage, so we got some pumpkin patch soda here, getting the Halloween spirit from a fine purveyor of beverages down yonder.
See you later. I can't say I've ever had Osama bin Laden soda. What do we have here, Gauntly?
A lot of powdered sugar. This is a beignet, a must-get here in the French Quarter.
Café du Monde.
And I'm just getting it all over my suit. So I got some alligator here. Extending, I guess we haven't had it on the show yet. Gotta get that local Louisiana experience.
Awesome.
We're here at the Lalaurie Mansion, one of the darkest landmarks in New Orleans horror history. This was the home of Delphine Lalaurie, a local gentlewoman of sorts, who had a penchant for not just regular old slave owning, but slave torturing. She had an attic torture chamber up above where she committed all varieties of acts of cruelty. And this fact came to light when some of the neighbors, well, the house caught fire, and the local gentry around, they came to put the fire out, and they discovered this house of horrors. And when your heroes of your story are a group of slave owners, you know what's going on is real messed up, because they were horrified, and they chased Delphine Lalaurie out of town. And the historical record after that is pretty spotty. We don't really know what happened. So she could have gone on, maybe back to Europe, some say, and she could have done even more despicable stuff. And it's to get just a little whiff of that horror and darkness that people still come to this house today.
As a connoisseur of the arts, perhaps the most interesting fact to me is that this mansion was actually purchased in 2007 by esteemed actor Nicolas Cage. I suppose even the wealthy, the famous, are curious about this morbid corner of New Orleans.
No one can escape the thrall of New Orleans spookiness. and neither can we.
It ain't too hard for me to say. 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 It ain't too hard for me to say.
So we're here at the Museum of Death, and although I'm a zombie, I guess that makes me undead, but maybe there's something to discover in here, maybe something about the secrets of passing through that veil. I think there's something at the Museum of Death for all of us, because isn't that just fun to say, Museum of Death? Every time I said it as I looked at my map, I knew this is where Gauntly had to be, and it's where you need to be too. So come on down, give it a whirl. I'm all about this. They got a tarot deck t-shirt set, all themed to notorious serial killers. So how many can you name? I knocked out a few of them. I'll say my knowledge is not comprehensive yet, but in just a moment you'll talk to a gentleman who's very well versed. We got Manson up here. He's a pretty easy one, Charles Manson. Iconic in this day and age. You tend to see his face a lot, pardon me. We got the Zodiac up here. Mysterious Zodiac. May or may not be candidate Ted Cruz. Probably not, as he wasn't actually born by that point. We've got Ted Bundy up here. He went after the women. We've got Jeffrey Dahmer over here. He went after the dudes. And Eileen Wuornos up here, one of the elusive female serial killers. So they cover their bases here.
Welcome to Museum of Death. We start off pretty simple with bones and skeletons, taxidermy, and we move into the bulk of it, which is the serial killer artwork and letter collection. Then we have Dr. Kevorkian's death machine back there that has been used on 130 patients of his. And then we come back around and finish it off with some shrunken heads and some cannibalistic stuff. Severed head of an African prince, stuff like that.
Wow. Those are like your 4 food groups, you know?
Yes.
You gotta fill your pyramid of death and murder. And just get a little bit of all of it.
Yeah, so we're just here to educate the public a little bit more about death because we have such a curiosity about it, but with a very big lack of education about it. So we're just here for people that have an interest in this as a platform to come in and get that itch scratched, if you will.
Well, that's a great platform.
Thank you very much, guys. Well, we appreciate it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
I'll grab ready.
Yeah, soup beer.
Soup beer challenge.
That is some nasty stuff.
Oh, yes. Looks delicious.
All right.
All right,
Ready? Chug. Chug.
Chug, 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 chug. Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
All right.
Yeah.
Woo!
Agrad rules.
Oh, so I guess that's where we are. day 2 of our New Orleans expedition, my zombie pilgrimage, zombie birthright. Explored a lot yesterday, and I think today is when we really hit the zombie monuments. So I guess we'll see what I learned, what I discovered today. Yeah, off we go.
We're here at Jazz Funeral. These folks understand my style. This man certainly does. Whoa. And there's a lot of good stuff on sale. We're gonna check it out. Hardcore Voodoo.
Boy, he must have made someone angry.
Whoa.
Creepiest cookie jars I've ever seen.
It's too bad I'm already married. She's awfully beautiful.
They embrace all manner of spookiness here in New Orleans. Really cover their bases because they have an ancient Egypt store. Mummies and pharaohs and Egyptian magic and all that.
Perhaps not zombies, but just as spooky.
Yes, and maybe it saves us a trip, you know. We could have gone to Egypt this episode, but now, thanks to Pharaoh's Cave, we don't have to. Well, the Voodoo shop is a thriving industry here. They drag in mostly tourists, but they get authentic clientele like us as well. After all, we are the real deal. Real zombies and spookmeister extraordinaires. So we've been taking a look, see what they have to offer. A lot of them are very harsh on the photographer, the amateur filmmaker. But we soldier on. We do what we can. We're here in front of the Voodoo Spiritual Temple, so hopefully we'll get some questions answered for this guy here, get him close to his roots.
Discover some spiritual truths.
Maybe we'll find somebody to talk to us. It looks like a promising spot. We got this doll gentleman here.
He's got some beads.
We've got some beads.
So we should fit right in.
Seems like we're in the right spot.
Let's go.
Okay. It's pretty hot, kind of muggy, but luckily they're looking out for us. I think we'll go and we'll grab some drinks, here's some jams, some jazz here in the Voodoo Lounge. Right.
Good toast.
Cheers. We're standing in front of St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, the oldest cemetery here in the French Quarter of New Orleans, and the burial site of Voodoo Queen Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau is a prominent figure in the founding of the, what do you call it, religion?
Voodoo.
The Voodoo faith,
religion.
yes.
So we're gonna see what we can see. We might not be able to get inside the cemetery, but maybe we will. Let's go take a look.
Where there's a will, there's a way, especially if it's a phantom will,
Yes.
if you will.
So we're walking around the walls of the cemetery. You can kind of see some mausoleums over there, but unfortunately we can't go inside and get any video or any footage.
It's shameful how Hollywood is just hell-bent on blocking out the zombie heritage.
Well, we don't want to disturb the spirits either. All right.
So we're here at the gate. This may be where it ends, but we'll see. Gauntly is nothing if not perseverant. Town.
Here's the most famous tomb in here. Here's a tomb in the road. Second most visited tomb in the country. The most famous voodoo priestess in the city of New Orleans in our history. There were many, but none as famous as her.
Okay. Yeah.
This tomb was once covered in X's. 2 years ago, somebody jumped the fence and painted it pink. When we had to renovate it, we took all the X's off and passed a law that you could no longer touch a tomb. But I'm going to show you one full of X's. The tomb of Dr. John Grigri. He is a Bambara tribesman from Senegal, very first voodoo priest. This is also urban legend. Well, this voodoo priest is brought here and they tried to make him a slave.
That's this
Well,
one
that didn't work.
with the X's?
Yes, that's how you know there's something going on with voodoo.
Okay, yeah.
They tried to enslave him. Of course, that lasted about a week. He escapes into a swamp. He sends a snake back, puts a charm under the man's house. The man falls sick. When he's undiagnosed, they actually send for Dr. John. He says, "You're cool, free your slaves or you're dead in a week." The man calls his attorney, frees his slaves, and of course Dr. John sends a healing charm back to heal the man.
More X's right here. Yeah, wow. More of the X's, huh? That's how you know it's voodoo.
This is a musician's tomb.
Historic musicians.
Get both
It's really
plaques.
interesting. So
It's been hit by lightning twice.
oh my goodness. What is,
It's generating some kind of weird energy.
that's the, like these cracks here? That's,
Yeah, it's hit by lightning.
oh my goodness. So Nick Cage bought this after the,
He tried to
mansion.
negate the bad luck that the house gave him,
right, there was the mansion.
and it didn't help.
So, despite what we said in the last recordings, or what we were worried about at least, we managed to find someone to let us into the cemetery and show us around a little bit, yeah.
You know Gauntly's there for you. Gauntly makes your dreams come true.
Really, what'd you think of the cemetery?
There's some old stuff in there. A lot of old dead folks.
I felt some stuff stirring as I was looking at those old cemeteries. A lot of really, really interesting.
Seems like voodoo is alive and well and living in New Orleans.
Making me feel more like my zombie self every minute, so.
There's all kinds of zombies in there.
Yeah.
I feel. They weren't out and about yet, but maybe at nighttime.
Hi ma'am, so this is the Voodoo Museum. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about it?
Oh my God, we are the only voodoo museum, we are the original voodoo museum in Louisiana. They're the only one in New Orleans, we're the only one in Louisiana, and the only one in the United States.
Wow. Sounds like we came to the right place, huh?
Well, of course, sure you did. We're the only place who will show you voodoo. No one will show you voodoo.
That's true. We've run into a little bit of resistance, but we're just trying to understand what it's all about. This is our kind of place, Gauntly. So it would seem. That's not a sign we've seen very often today.
As you start your tour here, we'll start off with Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau, she was born in 1801. She died in 1881.
Oh.
She was the most famous person associated with voodoo. This picture was painted by the founder of our museum, Mr. Charles Massico Gundafa. Oh, Charlie, he died 3 years ago, but he painted this picture before he did. He was a hairdresser, a beautician, and also a tour guide, just like yourself.
Okay. Because Laveau was a hairdresser as well, right?
That's right, she was. But she was mostly known for curing yellow fever. Well, Mr. Critic, I am Madame Cinnamon Black. I'd like to thank you for joining our museum. Please come this way.
All right. Go take a look. Get that authentic voodoo experience. Learn about your zombie roots. We finally found a voodoo spot willing to open its doors to us, allow us to have the experience, finally fulfill the zombie critic's birthright, finally learn where he's come from.
I think we're getting close, getting to the heart of what it means to be a zombie, to be a part of the voodoo tradition.
Give us a real zombie moan. Oh, that sounded real. None of that Hollywood claptrap. Very voodoo infused.
She'd snap her finger and shake her head. Then tell them about their lovers, living or dead. An old lady named with a frown. She asked why her lover stopped coming around. The voodoo gave at her and swore.
Got a voodoo shrine here. People have placed offerings beneath it. This is a very common sight. We've seen it many of our stops. Often they won't allow us to film. But you know Gauntly goes that extra mile for you at home. And so we're delivering.
Looks like lots of offerings of love and to family and friends.
Yeah, we've got some pictures of loved ones here. And as we've heard, voodoo combines elements both of traditional Yoruba beliefs from Africa, as well as Catholic beliefs. So you see you've got some saints up there. We even have a memorial for their python. I think Freak Slice, he's not here with us today, but I think he would understand the spiritual appeal of a snake.
It's an important part of voodoo.
So we're learning.
So we have here Marie Laveau with, I think that's Marie Laveau, and a python, a yellow python, I think.
Certainly looks like it. Oh, look right next to you, this sign here. What does this say?
Le Grand Zombie is the most important and powerful of the voodoo spirits. Le Grand Zombie manifests itself through the snake. In Haiti, the spirit is known as Dambala.
Shambhala.
I see a pretty grand zombie in front of me right now. I'm talking about you.
Maybe I am indeed a zombie. If
it wasn't real
I'm really
now.
starting to feel it.
If it wasn't real before, it's real now.
I can feel it in this room. Connecting with my zombie origins. What it all means. The roots of it, the spirit of it, the meaning of it, the depth of it. It's to be a part of zombie is to be a part of voodoo, is to be part of something great. And maybe that was why I became a zombie. It was many, many months ago.
That's it.
May I?
Oh my goodness.
You will always have your voodoo wits inside your heart and your spirit and your soul.
Now you're a true blue zombie through and through. Let's get out of here.
Well, we just left the Voodoo Museum, and I can say that my pilgrimage is complete. And here it is, the voodoo necklace, the zombie voodoo necklace that I'll be wearing for the rest of my undead life.
Happy Halloween, guys.
To celebrate our successful trip to New Orleans, where we discovered so much about ourselves and what it truly means to be undead, I think we're gonna hit the town.
We're gonna
for
go
a little
paint
bit.
the town red, blood red.
That's right. So they say Bourbon Street is the party place to be, whether you're alive or no longer alive. So
we're gonna make sure we're rocking our beads.
All right. So this should be a fun evening. All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
We're here on Bourbon Street. We're enjoying a drink, enjoying the crowds. What do you think, Gauntly?
Well, this is called a hand grenade, so it's suitably brutal. You know, it's very gory, which I love. I'm just enjoying the nightlife. The sun's not up, so
That's good for us. So cheers.
Cheers.
It's been a success, I think.
Yeah, quite a journey through the swamps of New Orleans. All around the French Quarter, there's voodoo, there's mysticism and creepiness, hauntings everywhere you go.
And now, just gonna bide our time a bit. Take it easy here on the bayou. Thanks for sharing this trip with us. Happy Halloween. Woo! That was quite a time.
Oh, what a jaunt, yes. Huh.
Hey, folks.
We're back.
Halloween is young. Get up and at 'em. You'd think, you know, this is a party. Why are you guys lying around? It's
Party?
What time is it?
Well,
What?
you guys will be happy to hear that I was able to go through my zombie pilgrimage I was able to learn about the voodoo origins of zombie and the spiritual connections, and I feel one with my zombieism now. That is my identity this Halloween. Indeed.
That's right. He's made his zombie pilgrimage. I come wearing the guise of Baron Samedi, a powerful voodoo loa, or spirit. And as such, I've brought some trinkets along from the Voodoo Spiritual Temple to really ring in this rite of passage in fitting voodoo style. So I'll be right back. Yeah, here we go. Let's ring this in. Voodoo rattle. I'll bet you could do that in a spirited fashion.
Yeah.
We've got some genuine go away evil spray, also from the temple.
Does it work?
Well, let's give it a go.
Wouldn't this be kind of detrimental to us?
Partially. We'll give it a little try. We don't have to blow very much. Seems to work. All right, well, at least they gave it the right juju. And so let's get that going. Let's get pumped up. Voodoo!
Yeah.
All right.
Mazel tov.
And also in this spirit, I've created our annual slate of jack-o'-lanterns here.
Oh.
We've got some fine images of Mr. and Mrs. Critic, Geek Slice.
That's my face.
Hey,
Gonna get those,
my visage on a pumpkin.
get those all lit up. And if you can't see them well now, I promise you will by the time the credits roll. And just having a grand old Halloween.
And I think we all feel better after this wonderful Halloween. We've all learned a lot about ourselves and come to some great realizations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think everyone did.
Wait a minute. This was supposed to be about me. I was the one with the identity crisis. I didn't learn anything at all.
Well.
Oh.
You went to New Orleans.
Yeah, and I had a lot of fun there. That's a good point. Yeah.
Didn't you go?
No.
Oh.
Oh well, I mean, I feel like one life lesson at a time is about all we have in the budget.
Maybe next Halloween.
Yep. And actually, speaking of life lessons, I think we got time for one more, actually, upon due consideration. And this is for you guys at home. Now, we've all had a lot of fun today, joking around with some zombie and some voodoo topics, but these are spiritual matters for a lot of people. These are things that people really do care about deeply and hold sacred. So, if you want, there are plenty of other resources to understand them and appreciate them more deeply at your local library. But this is Gauntly. This is Halloween. We have fun here with the living and the dead and the somewhere in between. And at least for now, I'm going to dance upon your grave.
When you're gone, it won't be long. I'll be there to put the nail in your coffin. Stars in the sky, ashes in your eyes. Every man must face the day he died. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. Ain't no chance I put my shovel to the ground and I dig 6 feet down the way you lay. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. You done me wrong, gonna make it right. And step into the night. When you're gone, it won't be long. Look the undertaker in the eye, tell him what you have done. chance you'll be saved. I put my shovel to the ground and I dig 6 feet down to where you lay. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. I'm gonna dance upon your grave.
Pleasant nightmares.
This is like a mini game in the
Mario minute.
Yeah.
You want to start? How is this only half like?
Yeah.
You can go.
Really?
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna roll for like 10 seconds. Just play the keyboard music. Nobody else talk.
Gotta go fast. Sonic. Problem with being faster than light is that I always live in darkness. This is the game over screen.
Okay. Okay, keep doing it for a few more counts. Here we go. All right. Awesome. Thanks.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hello.
No,
Does that even work? That doesn't work. Glow
Why
in the
not?
dark only works with no spotlight.
Well, now it's just
It's just bones.
It's just bones.
I mean, that's pretty spooky.